coming. But is there any way I could like talk to you, like maybe a phone call or something?
Yeah, sure.
Like, do you have a card? Because,
Yeah.
you know,
Email me and then,
you know, I mean, we've emailed before,
yeah.
but I want to have a
Maybe I follow
conversation.
you on social media.
Do you?
You're Audit LA. Right?
Yes, I am. Do you?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm honored.
I'm on social media.
Are
I don't
you?
post anything, but.
Oh, it's like, so we can't find it, you know, well, you should. I mean, people would love to see what you do.
I have my community relations office post.
Oh, okay. I used to do, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, because I had to catch some, you know.
Well, I am aware of your concerns, you know, because I get some of the complaints here that are made to the police commission.
Yes.
So,
Well, I'm probably the one making the complaints there too. I have a bunch of people,
Yeah.
but real quick, because I do want to talk about it. I just don't want to miss the
Sure.
bus. Is that I just don't I don't want to they are bad like they are saying things that are untrue and slanderous. Anything I'm saying, it's not untrue. They are violating the ADA laws. I am standing up for the ADA community. That's not but I'm being labeled as all these different things, and I'm resenting it. But I'm also so I want to counteract that. I want to talk to you about that. But I also want to talk to you about for the life of me, I guess it's if they're in such bad right now, they're being prosecuted criminally. I don't understand why they're not suspended from advising you until that's fixed.
Oh, even as far as being on the.
Yes, I don't think that and I take CPAP very seriously. I used to be involved with all that.
Mhm.
But I don't think that they deserve a seat at the table until they resolve these crime. I mean, they're being charged criminally. You know, the city is because they're not paying the fines, they're not removing it, and they're allowing it to go to criminal court. And so how can, if you're the police department, if they're being charged by the CA?
Well, I mean, everyone on the advisory board just provides advice. So and consensus on things, and they vote at these meetings.
I get it. I was very involved with CPAB. I understand.
I mean, that's basically the role.
But it's bad. They're in bad standing with the city. They don't deserve a voice to be able to speak to the police department and advise you if they're not in right standing with the city. So I'm hoping maybe they could change some bylaws. Once they're in good standing, that's different.
That could be. That wouldn't come from me, but I haven't had any issues with her being on the CPAP.
Well, no, of course not. But she safe pointed all you guys. Like she gets they have a fake street that's not a.
You talking about L. Ron Hubbard?
Yes, that's not a. Those parking signs are not from the city, and I have they're fake. But you guys are enforcing parking laws, and it's not a no parking street. It's no red line up and down there. And the city cannot prove proof that it's a no parking. And so, it's just not, it's ridiculous.
I mean, not that I'm not, understanding the issues, but a lot of these issues really aren't within my purview here.
It is. You know why? I'll tell you why. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about, but I don't want to miss, I bet, go catch the.
Yeah, we'll talk about
because
that,
she gets them, Hernandez and all, to go running to do her bidding with the phone call because you're so safe pointed. And I don't know if you understand what safe pointing is. Yeah. But I would like to have a good conversation.
Let me look into the signage and let me see if.
Can I send you the report? I have the report on all of it.
Yeah, email that to me.
Okay, and your email's here. Go get the bus. It's right here.
Email it to me. Let me look into the signage. Let me see if that's legit. I can talk to. I know some real high level people at DOT. Okay. I can look into it.
Okay, thank you. Because I just want. They need to be law about it. Yeah, if it's legit.
If it's not legit, I would say that should be removed.
Exactly, and your officers should not be passing out tickets. It's right there. Go down the thing, and it's right there.
If we're relying on what signage out there, it looks legitimate in that.
But there's no LIMC on it. There's no.
I'll take a look.
Will you? Okay, and because you and I have emailed, and you always seem reasonable to me. It's right there, just right at the end there.
I'll have the DOT guys that I know, and they're high level, and they work off mission.
Okay, so you will get it removed.
They're citywide DOT.
And there should be parking allowed. The city needs parking. Yeah. And I know they want to privatize.
I don't control.
I understand, but they shouldn't be giving tickets to people if it's not legit.
That's right.
So you're going to be.
The signage is improper.
Okay.
And it's illegally posted, then sure. Then I think we can have that. I can look into that and have that removed.
I appreciate it. What about the planters that they're breaking federal laws?
Well, see, that's usually within the purview of Public Works. So
right, which I'm going to.
Sidewalk inspectors,
but
not what we're in the business of.
But I get that. Yeah. But the fact that they should not be advising you when they are committing federal crimes, really, they should be suspended.
Well, what federal crimes?
violating ADA
Oh,
laws.
ADA, okay. Yeah.
They're
yeah,
federal
ADA is not
laws.
What we.
No, I get it,
Yeah.
but I don't feel that they have, if they're being prosecuted, which they are
Yeah.
by the city attorney, that's a criminal division. They should, like, I wouldn't expect, if I'm being prosecuted for crime, I would not expect that I could sit there and advise you on police matters. And neither should they. Just because they're Scientology and they have a lot of favor with you guys, they build a relationship all these years. They're not above the law. And
Talking about what, Scientology?
yes.
Yeah, she's a member of our CPAB. That's the only relationship I have.
With you.
With
no,
us.
she's with Detective Gomez, with
Yeah.
Hernandez, she has a very, very
I'm
tight.
in charge of everybody here. So our CPAB,
They
the only relationship
ran.
we have.
She got upset because I was at a meeting. Okay, and anytime I mention, because I'm adamant, I'm going to keep mentioning it until it's removed. But she had 6 officers from here, including Hernandez, went and ran there, and the one protester, whatever, they don't want him there.
Mhm.
That's between them. It has nothing to do with me with the ADA laws. But they went there and kicked them out of saying there was no parking, whatever.
Well, that's exactly. So if that's the root of a lot of the issues, let me look at the parking. Let me check with DOT. Let me check with someone at DOT
Thank
that's
you.
very knowledgeable on whether that's approved DOT signage or not.
And can you break the like Hernandez should not be running at their beck and call. There was another time too, and I had to.
Well, he's the C lead officer in the area.
I get it.
If I have an issue with the community, he's the first person I'm going to send to take a look at it.
But he is so good, close to them. And well, do you know what I had to do? A couple 2 weeks ago, I had to go to a different district, a different division, and ask their supervisor to call your watch commander to get a supervisor. Hernandez, all of them refused to get a supervisor for people that they had had detained and were willing to search and take the van. So the watch commander had to get an outside supervisor down there, and that supervisor, who's not connected to, isn't close to Scientology because it's not Hernandez and them. And she said, no, he's the victim. This person is the victim. And so your cops had to back off because so it took an outside cop because I'm serious. And I'm not trying to, it's.
Do you live near there?
I don't know. I just hear someone yelling.
All right. Email that to me. Let me take a look at
I'm a stakeholder in that area. I'll just say that.
Got it.
I don't want them. Well, I'm sure they already know where I live and stuff.
All right.
That wasn't him.
Email that to me.
Thank you. I appreciate you listening to me.